Hey guys, welcome back to another reading over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep. So welcome back all my sheep friends. How are we doing? Let's find out, shall we, as we shuffle these cards up and down and all around and pick out three for you guys. Let's see what we've got. Let's start about there, and we'll take that one from the bottom, we're going to take that one from the middle, we're going to take this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we got that negative to start us off with, and we're going to move into these positives here. Black isn't always an attack, so let's not feel too bad about this starting point, and let's always remember that white isn't always all right either, so let's not get too optimistic. Don't want to be raining on anybody's parade. It's just how it is. It's all about that compatibility when we flip them over. We're going to start off with that dog card there for you. Now, that's not necessarily a bad card for a sheep person. The dog and the sheep, they can get on relatively well. They can and do have similar goodwill and this almost mutual sense of pacifism. Pacifism, is that a word? A nice nature, I suppose, or at least a peaceful nature. Now, that dog being in the negative would say that that dog has its heckles up. So there is something obviously rattling your cage and getting you in a little bit of a tiff. Because that dog is what we call the defensive. It's that defensive card when it comes in the negative. A little bit like when the dragon comes in its negative place, that's like that's a conflict card. Regardless of who you are, it would symbolize conflict and your approach to it. Now, this isn't an approach to anything. This is something approaching you that you are now getting defensive over. You're trying to avoid the conflict. Now, I feel that this conflict keeps arising simply because of a lack of communication. Choosing your words carefully, or lowering the tone, or even this, I don't know, procrastination to rip off the band-aid. All of these things could potentially be leading to a miscommunication. Of course, if nobody's willing to compromise, or nobody's willing to negotiate, nobody's willing to actually seek resolution, and it just turns into a shouting match all the time, you are going to feel deflated and you are going to go on the defensive, because why are you going to keep bothering and why are you going to keep wasting your time if it's just ending up in this same old argument going round and round in circles? Now, whatever you choose to do or whatever you are doing, it seems to have paid off in some respects, because we're not going to ignore the fact that we do have these two positives here. So there is positive energy coming out of this. As I've always said before, we need balance. We need balance. And sometimes the negatives come in to bring out the positives, to show us what the positives are, or to highlight the positives in our lives. This defensive place that you are taking, this defensive place that maybe you are sort of standing in, is going to bring you to a place where you're going to start to feel, I suppose, in some ways, grateful for the experience. Got that rat card coming in there. Now, the rat card is a doer card. Now, the rat and the sheep, they don't have a lot in common. They're not overly compatible. They're not. You're a very hesitant person. You can procrastinate with the best of them. That rat is not. It's constantly on the go, 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 go all the time. You also like to indulge in the finer things in life. You like to treat yourself now and again. The rat does not. That rat is not that type of person. That's not to say there is a conflict there, however, because that rat is that doer for a reason. It's in that positive place and it's here for a reason. You've got this doer for a reason. And that doer is because there are things to do. You can start to plan things, maybe with the family, though it may not go as you might expect. The rat is a symbol of family union or family interaction, or, you know, associated with a sort of family, a pack of rats. And you may want to present potentially some kind of family day or family holiday or family getaway that might not go down as you expected it. Again, might be a lack of communication. Maybe try and talk with the people you want to take away or want to do something with, and get their idea on what they want to do, rather than just jump in and assume that's what they want to do. Again, compromise a little bit, negotiate on it, you know, communicate as best as you can when it comes to this. Otherwise, you're going to generate some animosity. You'll generate resentment or upset. So pre-plan it. Pre-plan. That's what that rat is also known for, is pre-planning. Pre-planning and moving forward with as much preparation for any eventuality that might possibly happen. And I know that's a bit too much to expect from a sheep person. You're not going to prepare for every single eventuality. You're not a paranoid person. You're not. So nobody's expecting that from you. But just have some almost thought about what you're doing, or thought about the process that you are about to undertake, especially if it involves family. If you're trying to suggest a family holiday, don't just go and book somewhere that you want to go. Maybe actually talk to the family and you'll get a far better result. There's that monkey card coming in here. The monkey and the rat go together quite well as doers, and in the same doer triangle. As far as the compatibility between the monkey and the sheep go, you know, there's not a great deep understanding of one another. There's a very neutral ground there. They're not overly conflicted and they're not overly compatible. So they do go together. It's not like they can't make something work, but they have to have the similar interests and similar goals. And I think that's what you need to look at here. This is about you, but it's also about family. The monkey is a symbol of self-care and doing for you, doing what you need to do to get stuff done, for you to feel better, to put you in a better place, to remind you of who you are and to bring out the best of you. But that doesn't mean we can just forget about the family, or forget about the friends, or forget about those around you, or just be inconsiderate with it. See, there's selfishness, where you look after yourself, take care of yourself. You know, a lot of people see selfish as a bad word. I'm not using it in a bad way or intending it in that way. I'm saying that selfish in this example is a good selfish to have. It's self-care, it's self-awareness, it's self-discipline. It's all that work we do with ourself. Being inconsiderate with it is very different. Being an inconsiderate, selfish person is going to rub people up the wrong way. It is going to upset people. It will. And then it will have that reverse effect. You'll want a nice getaway with the friends, family, loved ones, or whatever, and you've booked it. You think it'll be a nice surprise. You didn't consider anybody else, and now they're upset because you didn't consider what they would want to do. And sometimes we can be in positions where we upset others and they don't necessarily voice their upset straight away. And this could then lead to even more conflict in the future. As I say, white isn't always all right. Sometimes they can be genuine life hacks, hints and tips, or just signs of what could potentially happen. I'm not saying booking a family holiday away is a bad thing. I'm not saying that, you know, doing stuff that you enjoy is a bad thing. I'm not saying any of this. I'm just saying that it is in the positive. So you should go ahead and consider these options. You should move forward, especially if it gets you from this defensive place into a better place. Because that dog in that negative could suggest that there are relationships that are very heavy right now. And maybe a break from them, or even a break with them, could potentially repair something there. Could. And it could have something to do with the family. And if it does, even more reason to be considerate of what others want and to compromise, you know? Not saying you have to go without. Not saying that they do. This is a happy, let's work around everybody sort of situation. And we'll find out how you get on with that next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the monkey. So if you want to know what those guys are up to, I will see you then. If not, no worries. I'll just catch you next week. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.